Here's a quick clip from the next edition of 60 Seconds where Laura McCracken is talking about Brad Pitt, Bitcoin and banter. The first time I bought Bitcoin, starting now.
The first time I bought Bitcoin was when I got a call from Brad Pitt. He told me, Laura, I am so impressed with all these wonderful podcasts you've been doing with Mike Chambers and the massive crew. And I have to tell you, I'm having a problem with Angelina. She's taken all of my funds and I'm unable to release them. So what I need for you to do is to head to the bank, because you're such a lovely lady. I think you're so amazing that I want for us to come together.
I think there's hesitation there. I think there's
Bitcoin
hesitation.
either.
Yeah.
I was just getting there.
Here's a quick clip from Claire Simpson at the PSR from tomorrow's Payments Unpacked TV. Claire is celebrating a year of authorised push payment fraud reimbursement provisions.
So we are celebrating 1 year of our reimbursement regime, which launched on the 7th of October last year. More victims than ever are being reimbursed for APP scams as a result, and we've seen a step change in the culture of payments to improve fraud prevention and focus all firms on protecting their customers. So reaching this first anniversary of the reimbursement policy is a huge milestone. We've seen a strong, positive early outcomes, with payment firms stepping up to prevent fraud from happening in the first place and victims being reimbursed quickly. The policy is already making a difference for consumers. Reimbursement rates are high and have significantly increased to 88%, up from 66% in 2023-24. And remember that includes some key parts like the £100 excess and the maximum level of reimbursement at £85,000.
It was great to be at the Payment Leaders Summit in London this week. It was my privilege to moderate a session on the national payments vision and the future payments infrastructure for the United Kingdom. Fantastic to see so many Payments Unpacked subscribers there. See you all again soon. On Monday, it was a privilege to interview Richard Ransom from Bottomline. We talked about all things payments, national payments vision, the demise of the new payments architecture, and of course ISO 20022. A future Payments Unpacked TV will cover the whole discussion in full. But here's a snippet where Richard talks about ISO 20022 and going native. He talks about greenfields and brownfields.
Over the runway into the new payment system for an ISO 20022 world, so that the ERP and other billing system providers can move with that process. So when you're ready to go and you're migrating, corporates are going, right, now we're going to pull the lever, the magical 20022 lever, and look, we've got so much data carrying with our payment, not just the enhanced data, we've got things that are going to help us prevent fraud, we've got legal entity identifiers, all that information can travel and be used, not just we need a format. So it doesn't become a file formatting exercise, it becomes a real change to payment.
Here's another snippet from Richard, arguing why you should appoint a payments champion in your business.
Interesting, isn't it, in businesses? We assume that all the payments are managed through one area. Now, in reality, payment systems in businesses can stretch across multiple different departments, geographies, and parts of the organisation. The payments champion takes a view of all the payments in and out of the business, helping to build a strategic view. In our period of change, we're about to come into 5 years of potential massive upheaval in payments in the UK. You need someone who can make sure that you do something once, not 4 or 5 times for the 4 or 5 different payment systems that you have. Now, payments champions can come from anywhere: accounts payable, receivable, treasury. The important thing is they must be excited by payments and want to take a holistic view and feel like they know the whole landscape of payments for an organisation.
That's it for Much Ado About Payments for this week. Be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you again next week.